This is the thing about being ill. It's absolutely irritating. It's absolutely excruciating. Not because I'm actually in much pain. In fact, I just a lot and go every now and then. And occasionally just sit at windowsill and just try and sneeze about 5 times in a row. But the really annoying thing is trying to talk to people. Because all these little things that I've just mentioned going, it's okay when I'm on my own. I don't care about me. I'm me, you know. I have to watch myself take a piss every single day, multiple times a day. You know, I've seen my own shit. No one else has. So, you know, except my mum maybe when I was sort of potty training and that. But, you know, thing is, all these traits, they're meant to be private. Not even, you know, unless you're into that kind of thing, not even your spouse is meant to be sort of in that region. But when you're ill, that region comes out and you get all your little snot just pouring down your face. And I try and get rid of it, but it, you know, when you put some tissue up to it, it starts to itch your nose and it's not you get a rash, but it becomes irritable, don't you think? And I can't stand it anymore. It's really annoying. And I get better. And you think, okay, everything's fine. And then you get worse again. And you just think, ugh, just kill me. And it's... Why? Why can't it just be as simple as, hey, you're out of action for 2 days. You're back. You know, no pain. Just, you lie in bed. You get up 2 hours later, make yourself some tea, go back, sleep, wake up when you're better. I remember hearing about this idea, and it was it's a little machine, and you pop it on someone, and you pop it on you, and you give them your pain, and you make them feel how you're feeling. So when someone's going up to you and sort of saying, because I was ill a while back, and my fiance, she took care of me and all that, and then next time, like, you know, next couple of days later, I brought it up, and I was like, oh, thanks, and she was like, were you just faking it? I wasn't just faking it, I was fucking ill. Pop that on your wrist and see. Has anyone ever come up to you and asked if you want some weed? It's happened to me quite a few times. And I can safely say that every single time it happens, I don't want any. Stop offering me weed. Please, I just don't want it. Go away. You're making me want some. And you're offering it to me, and I don't want it. You're offering it to me while I'm going to college, or when I'm about to get home from sorting out my bank. Why don't you just offer it to me in a situation where I will be likely to be in a smoking mood? Instead of me going to the bank and smoking dope on the way home, why don't you offer it to me if I'm near a party? If I'm going to a party, offer me dope there, not on the fucking bridge on the way home from the bank, please. That's just something I wanted to get off my chest, but that's part of the theme of this video. People come up to you and asking questions or offering you things. Have you noticed? It happens quite a lot, especially to me, and a few of them. First off, I'm very, very tall. I'm 6'7", and so people will come up to me and they'll be, whoa, you're tall. Or they'll have their mouth gaping open like I don't know, like I'm the 8th wonder of the world. I'm just a tall bloke. I'm just a lanky little shit. Well, not little, but look, the point is, it's really annoying when people come up to me and say, hey, you're really tall. Like, oh, really? I hadn't noticed. Thank you very much. And also, have you seen that image that's knocking around the internet? It's like, oh, there's this really lanky kid in my group project. There's this really lanky kid in my group project, and I said, oh wow, you're so tall. I was being a little shit to him, and then he offered me this card, and it said, oh hi, I'm really tall, thanks for noticing. I don't play basketball, piss off. I keep getting sent that on the bloody Facebooks. I keep getting sent that bloody image saying, ha 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 ha, you need to see this. Cry face emoji. and I just want it to stop. So that's one thing. People coming up to you saying, "Wow, you're really tall." I'm sure it's worse of midgets. I mean, you're just like, "Wow, you're so small. Can I step on you, please?" Wow, I don't know. You're really small. You're. There's a German word that's really, really appropriate for this, and I can't remember it. But it's something that my mother would very much disapprove of. Anyway, there's a second one. How often do you get it? People come up to you and ask for tobacco. You know, like, I get it. You want to smoke. And I'll admit, I look like a smoker. I look like someone who certainly does drugs and does a lot of that sort of thing. However, they're mine, not yours. I don't know who you are. I don't want to offer you things. I don't want to give you my stuff. So leave me alone, please. It's mine. I usually just tell them, "Oh, I don't have any on me, sorry." Truth is, fuck them. Fuck them. It's not right, is it? No, it's not at all. What's another one? The homeless. There's a really new trend of the homeless at the moment. I'm not having a go at the homeless. They can do whatever they want. They can be their homeless little homelessness people. But when they come up to you, when you're outside the pub with your mates having a conversation, they pop on over and they're like, "Right, so I know you're speaking English because I heard you was talking earlier. Now I need £17 to get into this motel for the night. Now pay up." And he has his hand out like, "Oh, we're supposed to be giving him money." He's of the homeless variety. Despite the fact that I can see a bloody iPhone 6 in his pocket and he's wearing headphones. And his clothes look pretty well put together. He's had a shave recently. He's not doing too badly for himself. So, piss off. You're coming to the pub. You know, go away. What's another one? Airplanes going over is really annoying too. Oh, for fuck's sake. It'll be gone soon. It will be gone soon! I can see it. I can fucking see it. It's right there. The little shit. The massive shit in the sky. You know when people take a shit on a toilet in an airplane, it should be sort of pouring down like a pigeon's taking a shit. You know when a pigeon flies over you and you think, "Don't you dare shit on me, I know what you're up to." Because one time I was just walking along and a pigeon shat on my head. Luckily I was in class. Not in class, but I was at break time, so I could just go to the little medical area, just get myself washed out, and I could use it as an excuse when I went in and just say, "Oh, sorry, miss, for being late. A pigeon pooed on me." To get to college, I have to go under a bridge. And I always worry that because there's pigeons up there, and there's big sort of areas that are full of pigeon shit, and then there's areas that don't. I make sure to carefully watch my step and go only on those areas, because I don't want to get shat on just walking to college and have to go back home, wash my hair, and go all the way back there. Absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what the council's done? Because it's little girders. What they did, they put in netting. They put in netting, and then the pigeons broke through the netting, and now they have more places to stand, right above the pedestrians, and now they can just shit wherever they want. And then people keep feeding the little fuckers, so then they shit diarrheally shitly. And it's really, really annoying. It's absolutely disgraceful. And I hate it so much. I don't know how I got onto that. I was talking about airplanes or something. But, back to the main topic of this video, which was on people coming up to you and offering you weird stuff. Let's end on a positive note. This is positivity. Positino. Diddle-ding, ding, bing. Right. So I was on the bus, and I know you're probably sick of buses by this point, but I was on the bus, and there was a woman right near the back eating raspberries, and I thought to myself, I want some of those raspberries. And then I thought, no, don't be annoying, Josh. And then I thought, but if I have some of them raspberries, this will be a story to tell. And so I went and I sat over next to her. And I didn't even need to ask her, hey, can I have some of your strawberries? Raspberries, sorry. And I didn't even need... And so I went up to her, and I didn't even need to ask for some raspberries. She just offered me them the little plastic tray they were on. So I took one, and I smiled at her, and I ate it. And then she shook it, like, have some more. And so I had some more. And then she offered me more. So I had some more. And it was absolutely brilliant. And then I had to get off the bus. Listen to me right fucking now. I've been wanting to sneeze for about half a fucking hour and yet I fucking can't. It's absolutely killing me. Why can't I sneeze? I walk all over the place. I look at the sun. I do absolutely everything, but nothing fucking works. Why can't I just fucking sneeze? I just want to sneeze. That's all I want to do. I just want to sneeze. I just want to sneeze. I just want the mucus to spew right out of my nose in a huge explosion of pus or whatever the fuck is in my nose and just go everywhere. I don't give a shit. I just want to sneeze. I'm so sick of walking all over the place trying to encourage the little sniffles to sort of convulse into a little bit of a ticklish thought, and it thinks, oh yeah, I should sneeze, and then I do all this and it goes and yet nothing. But however, I do think that a person can be judged by their sneeze. I honestly think this. If a person has a weak sneeze, it means that they're a weak person. If someone goes that means they are a weak person. But if someone goes or something like that, that means they're a stronger person. Of course, this is absolute arrogance because I sneeze like a fucking donkey. But I think I make a good point that a good person has a good sneeze. Now, I don't know if you can hear this outside. I'm hoping you can't, but there's some rap music playing. Really, really annoying. And it's from this little party, these little kids going, ooh, let's cause as much of a disturbance as we can. Let's be absolute menaces to the society by being annoying. You know, I was reading this thing on Facebook. It's on my little, because where I live, there's a little Facebook page for all the people just to chat to each other. And there was this thing, and this woman, she lives by an alleyway, and she's got a little fence. And there's these hooligan children that stand around at night, drinking, talking loudly, bashing against the fence because they're bored. One of them even took a little slosh against the fence. Absolutely disgusting. And I hope that they all get shot dead, right? But apart from that, that's what they're trying to do by putting that on a lesser scale. They're not doing that kind of thing. They're just, you know, having a bit of fun. But they don't realise that they're actually really fucking irritating me. Because I want to go to sleep. It's past midnight. I've got to be up early tomorrow. I've had a really, really long, hard day yesterday. And just fuck off, right? So you might have heard it get a bit quieter. That's because I actually went towards the window just to say, fuck off, you mangy tossers. That's not what I said, but I've forgotten what I said. I'm losing my memory. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should drink more orange juice. But yeah, I don't mind some rap music. There's that Run the Jewels song. Legend has it. I quite like that one. There's a couple Childish Gambino songs, I suppose. I can tolerate Eminem. That's something. And 2 out of 3 of those ones that I named, they're black. Everyone. Actually, wait, no, hang on. Because Run the Jewels, one of them's a white bloke and a black bloke. But the big bloke is black, so he takes up more of them. I'd say of the body mass, the black bloke is about 70%. So I'm going to just say that that's a black group. I think that's only fair. But yeah, black people make some good music. A lot of the time it's better than white people. Like, We All Need Somebody to Lean On. I've forgotten who actually wrote that, but it's like, we all need someone to lean on that. But the thing is, it's kind of weird in the sense now that you look back on stuff. It's like in Lord of the Rings when Sam sort of says, "Oh, share the load" and whatever, and you think, "Ha, that's funny because it's homosexual," but it's not really funny at all. It's just him trying to be a nice guy, and then people take the mick out of it, and that really irritates me because it's these nice things going on in the world, and these people just, go take the mickey out of it, say, "Ha ha 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 ha, he said a funny thing. He said something that has homoerotic undertones. Isn't he stupid? How dare he be doing nice things overall, however, because he's saying these kind of things. Share the load, fucking, potatoes and whatever." But yeah, I'm not really sure what this rant was all about, but it kind of went on from sort of rap music to just other things in general. But on the whole, rap music, I feel sorry for a lot of it because it's being brought down by all the really, really shit rap music, and then there's all this other stuff that's actually pretty good and actually isn't just about sort of naked women with the big plastic asses shaking up and down and that. And then there's these ones that actually have meaning and, undertones, possibly homoerotic undertones. But yeah, all that's being brought down by these other ones that are just knocking around going, "Ha ha ha, the women," and then I did a line of coke. No, wait, "I did an injection of heroin, but then it turned out she was a Jesuit." But the funny thing is that she is a very, very good lady at the sexual nature and stuff, because she has a very, very, very big set of breasts on her body, and one of them arses, an arse is an arsey arse. But I've spent quite a while now just complaining. I'd quite like to end this little compilation that I've made. I'd like to end it on a positive note. And that's why I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go against the formula. And I'm going to do positive things. I'm going to spread absolute positivity for around 5 minutes. I will not stand for negativity in my city. Right, now, on the bus, and I'm sure you're sick of hearing about buses by this point, but I was on the bus, and there was a woman at the back, and she was eating raspberries, and I looked at her, and I thought, I want some of those raspberries, And I thought at the same time, come on Josh, don't be stupid, don't be a git, you'll just be embarrassing yourself. But then I thought, if I ask her for some strawberries, that'll be a story to tell. So obviously, I don't just go up there as the story should go. I stand around convulging with myself over, should I go there, should I not? Should I go there, should I not? I go there in the end, and I sit down, and I look at her raspberries, too embarrassed and too anxious to actually say, "Hey, can I have some of your raspberries?" But the thing is, I don't need to ask. She just hands me some raspberries. She hands me the little, they come in those little plastic tray things. And they got the little holes in the bottom for if you want to wash them. But I don't think she washed them because she just bought them from the shop. And I don't see why you need to wash them. It's just pesticides. I mean, it's to kill pests, not to kill humans. But I'm sure someone's going to be saying, "Oh, they'll give you malaria or whatever." I was looking at a fly, and a fly landed on me at the park. And my girlfriend sort of said, "Oh, you could get malaria off that." And I just thought, who cares? You're not going to get malaria off it. We're in England. We're not living in bloody Sudan. So, yeah, malaria. Give me malaria from that bloody pesticide. I want some raspberries, mate. So I take some raspberries. I take one. Just out of politeness, I don't want to be greedy little git. So I take one, and then she shakes it. And I was, ooh. I can have more. So I take some more. And then she keeps giving me more. And I take more. And I take more. And she keeps giving them to me. And eventually I'm just like, no, I've had enough raspberries. And she's still shaking it. She's still offering them to me. Come on, take some. I'm full. I wasn't exactly starving beforehand. I'd had a big meal. I'd gone to have a really, really disappointing bacon butty from Greg's. So I had my last of my strawberries, and then I had to get off to get off, go home. So yeah, the raspberry woman, she was brilliant. And then a few weeks later, I saw her again. This time she had peaches, but I don't really like peaches, so I didn't go up to her that time. What else? Oh, there was this time. I was walking home, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm not going to show you on the screen because I can't be asked. But it's a little Iron Man mask. It lights up and everything. It's made of plastic, and I found it on the side of the road. And I picked it up, and I brought it home. There's all sorts of that around where I live. There's everything. I mean, just near my house, when I was on the way home from Sainsbury's, when I went to buy a little pizza, my mum made me get some icing sugar because she wants to make a vegan bloody cake for a bloody vegan little friend. And I just think, ugh, vegan food. So, I'm walking back with my icing sugar, and I've also bought myself a pizza as well. And also, I found some Mawams, and I know in my first rant, I was going on about Mawams and how they're 15 pence. But guess what I found? I found them in the Sainsbury's. It had the barcode cut off, and it was in a little bargain aisle. And it was 2 little packets of Mawams in a big packet. Like a collector's packet, like a box set. It was like the Alien box set, but for Mawams. So I picked it up, and I could walk off with it. So I walked out of the shop. I know it's stealing, technically, but shh. So I'm on the way home. Next door, they got loads of VHS tapes. And I'm a big fan of VHS tapes. You can tell from my, probably one of my videos somewhere where you can see. I have a big, huge collection of VHS tapes. One of them, I just bought today. I bought it from one of the charity shops near where I live. It's a John Wayne collection. And it's got Rio Bravo. I can't fucking read it from it. The Shootist. No, Rio Lobo, sorry. It's a remake of Rio Bravo, but just not as good. But, they got good films, alright? Shut the fuck up. What was my point? But there's more VHS tapes just sitting outside, and it just says, it's a little sign saying, help yourself. Okay. I'm taking them. Another one. And this will be my final story. I was on the way back. I was going through Chiswick. I was on my way home, and on the bus, I was on what's it called? The 391, the bus, and I was on the way home. And as I drove, I didn't drive it myself. But also, actually, as I'm talking about the 391, there's this really brilliant fat bloke, and he's not fat at all. Actually, my girlfriend described him as fat when she first saw him, and she was like, "Oh, there's this really fat bloke, and he's really cool." And everything. She texted me that, and I was like, "Oh, okay." But I saw him, and we both got on the bus. Me and my girlfriend, we got on the bus of this 391, and it was that bloke, and he said, "Oh, hello, madam," to her. I hope you have a nice day. And then to me, he said, "Oh, hello, sir. Have a nice day." And then I walked back, and we sat down, and I just said to her, "Is that him? Is that the bloke that you were talking about, the really, really cool one?" She's like, "Yeah, it is." I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait." And apparently he sings, and he announces all the bus stops himself, and he'll say like, "Next stop, Bagley's Lane." And he'd be so happy. And I don't know how he does it. Even like 6:40 in the morning when my girlfriend has to go to college, she'll be she's dead tired because it's the fucking morning. He'll be like, "Oh, hello, madam. Next stop, Glen Rosa Street." And he'll have that really enthusiastic tone. And I have no idea how he does it. And he did it for me as well. Next stop. I can't think of any stops on the 391 now. Bagley's Lane. And I just said, and we had to get off at the stop that we were supposed to get off at, and it was a fucking heat wave. It was 35 degrees outside, and I just said to her, "Can we stay on another stop, please? I just want to hear his voice again. I don't care if it's a longer walk. Can we just please stay on?" She looked at me just with, like I was a fucking child, and just said, "Oh, okay then." So we got to stay on for another stop, and I got to hear him say, "Okay, next stop." Oh, he's the best. I feel sorry for his wife, though. I tell you, don't feel sorry for his wife. His wife is so fucking lucky. You must imagine just being like that, and you've got this super jolly man next to you, not particularly bad looking, British. He's got the package all right there, everything. I have a bit of a man crush on him now, I must admit, actually. He's the best, and I want to get on the 391 more often, even though it's on the other side of fucking London for me. Anyway, I think that'll draw to a close this little compilation that I've put together for you. So I hope you have a good day. Best wishes. I think I've been very nice ending on a positive note. And I hope you have a fantastic day. and a fantastic night, fantastic morning, fantastic evening, and I hope everything works out in your life. Ta-ta. Oh, fuck, that hurt. I slapped myself on the head for some fucking reason because I was trying to do like a, you know, like when them films and they go like, 3, 2, 1, action. I was trying to do something like that, but you know it didn't work because I hit myself in the head and I have my engagement ring on, and it was like, oh, I did it again. What is wrong with me? Why do I keep doing that? Okay, I need to stop. Let's just end this now before it goes too far.